Hi, it's Maxine.
Zico,
and Connor.
And this is Slice of Pie,
a podcast where young people chat to musicians and guests about things we care about.
And welcome to Slice of Pie Stories, where our young people share their pie journey and what it's meant to them and their life. In this second episode, our youth work program manager, Louis, speaks with Lois.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy.
Hi Lois.
Hi.
Thanks for agreeing to sit and have a chat with me. I thought they might be good to have a chat about ACT, because you've been part of ACT. Well, how long have you been part of ACT for now?
About a year and a half.
Year and a half. Yeah, okay, cool. Because you started that after having done some music stuff.
Yeah.
And then that was kind of the only project available during COVID times, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So ACT is a group that's kind of led by young people. How does it feel to be a part of a group where you kind of make the decisions?
It's good because we get to basically have our input in it, and it doesn't always feel like we're being treated like children. It feels like everything we say is actually listened to, and it's not just thrown away, forgotten about, and in a way just rejected.
It's quite nice, I suppose, to have your ideas, be able to put them forward. Are there any kind of drawbacks to that?
Well, there's like some downsides to it. Just, I don't know, some people can just get a bit much, but it's always their way because they just talk about what they think, and then some people might not agree with it, but then that's just life. Everyone doesn't always get on with everyone. So yeah, there's obviously, you have to listen to things that you like, and then there's other things you might not like, but you can still take it on board instead of just rejecting it, like I said.
And so you guys as a group kind of have to sort that out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, it can end in some arguments, but then I think by the end of it you always have the few people that are just being the bigger person, step up and say, right, this is pathetic, sort it out. We've got two stories here, or two opinions that are both the complete opposite, but they're your opinions, so they do matter, and we just have to figure out what one suits the situation better. Yeah,
sounds like quite a mature way of sorting stuff out.
Yeah.
Not without issues, but you guys get to sort it. And you're part of the ACT steering group as well.
Yep.
So what does it mean to be a part of the ACT steering group? Like, what do you guys do?
We just decide on things that are going good or going bad in ACT, like the actual sessions. And if there's anything that we don't like, I've made like a little checklist or bullet point list of things that we think could like help this situation.
So in the kind of 18 months you've been a part of ACT, is there, a project or a couple of projects that you're particularly proud of your involvement in?
I really enjoyed doing the sleep out because I got to experience something that I didn't actually think I would experience, which I really liked because I got to see how other people feel, and I always like to take everyone's like feelings into consideration because you never know what's going on behind their doors or anything like that. I like the fun day because, once again, like I said, I like helping and making other people happy, and that's always a good thing. Sadly, I missed out this year's because I caught COVID, which really upset me. But other than that, it was good because I loved having the input in it, and I loved just putting my ideas forward and everyone else to make one big idea.
And maybe upset you because you'd invested so much into it and then at the last minute had to miss it.
Yeah, I just put like so much consideration into it, like little timelines of what goes on, where everything goes. It just had to be perfect, and I kind of like tried to make it so it was. And then obviously I caught COVID, and I was like, you've got to be joking me, this is ridiculous, I'm so upset. And I literally cried for like 2 hours straight. I was like, Mom, I'm so upset. But then that really showed me how much I cared about it and how much input I really did enjoy putting into it.
Yeah, nice to have something that you care that much about to be able to put forward for the community.
Yeah, definitely.
For you personally, are there things that being a part of ACT has helped you with?
It's helped me with talking to people a lot. I used to struggle like telling people how I felt, but now I like to talk to people and I just say out how it is. I'm just like, hey guys, I'm struggling today, but I'm still here, and we've got the ideas and we can just put these all together, create a new thing, and everyone just kind of helps each other in that way, which is really good because it shows obviously everyone else is taking each other's feelings into consideration, which is obviously, like I said, one thing that I really like to do. It's also been really good for just building friendships, which is always a bad thing that I couldn't do. And just everyone always getting to know each other. You always accept them for who they are, even if they do have a few like problems or so. You just take that on board, and it just evolves around you, and that's just how everyone gets along.
Yeah, nice. And it can be quite difficult and intimidating going into a new group and having to speak to new people, but that's something that you feel like you're better at now.
Yeah, especially when we were talking about that youth council thing. I was quite worried about going in there, but then as soon as I was in there, I was just talking, and I was like, yeah, this is perfectly fine, it's a good thing. I get my input put in again, and I'm being listened to. I'm not just being rejected again.
Yeah. And so is the youth council something that you think that you'll join?
Yeah, I definitely think I'd like to be a part of it, because it's just always a good thing helping young people, especially when they were in a condition that I was in, stuck, feeling slightly lonely, and just it's always good to help other people, because just a small act of kindness can go a long way for someone. And I think just little things in the youth council could help a lot of problems that are around in society nowadays.
Is that something that you would have considered doing 18 months ago?
No, not half the stuff that I've done here I never thought I would be doing. It's really changed me, because I was always like really little and just kind of cared about other people as well, but I never was selfish enough to just think of myself. But this has shown me that I can like still be the self I was, as in looking out for everyone else and everything. But there's also shown me there's more branches off of those things, as in I can look out for these people, but I can also do this thing, like experience being homeless or something, sleeping in cardboard, because it's not just benefiting me, but it's also realising what this is actually like for other people.
Nice.
Pie Factory Music is a youth charity in East Kent that gives young people access to creative opportunities and a community of support. Find us at piefactorymusic.com and on social media at Pie Factory Music. This podcast has been produced by Buddy Peace and generously supported by Ramsgate Radio.